Whoever was the person or persons that did this knew right where to shoot to create a slow leak into the transformers, which drained the oil, and so that they had time to get out and get away before anyone would notice as far as the power grid going down.
That's the commissioner in Moore County, North Carolina, where police and the FBI still have no suspects in the attack on power substations that left 40,000 people in the dark. The lights are back on at Pinehurst, famed site of many U.S. Opens. You can see the 18th hole on Pinehurst number 2, but quite literally, police and the FBI worry another attack could happen tonight. Bulletins from the Department of Homeland Security show threats and attacks across the country of exactly this type. It's not hard. USA Today reports there are roughly 450,000 miles of high-tension transmission lines around the country. That's 10 times around the world. You can't guard them all, nor can you guard the 6,400 power substations. In fact, NewsNation obtained papers filed by Duke Energy reporting intrusions at 6 power substations in Florida. Report shows intrusions at them in Florida. They call them intrusion events. This was an incident report obtained by NewsNation. With us now, Eric Caron, retired U.S. Special Agent from Department of Homeland Security. It's good to see you, sir. We appreciate it. You're not trained to believe in coincidences. I am not either. These are both, or all, I should say, Duke power substations. What do we make of that?
Well, thanks for having me, Leland. You know, we as Americans need to understand the threat hasn't gone away since 9/11. It's only increased. There's over 80 terror organizations worldwide. And every day, our joint terrorism task forces that operate across the U.S., and I was part of those task forces for many years, they're operating to identify and arrest bad guys that are here in the U.S. scheming to attack us every day, both domestic terrorists as well as foreign terrorists. And that's why the Department of Homeland, I call it the Department of Homeland Insecurity, really needs to be examined because of what we're seeing happening at our ports of entry. We have 328 ports of entry, Leland. They all need to be secure because bad guys go where it's soft. We learned that lesson the hard way on 9/11.
There's that. There's also the entire U.S. southern border, which people come across all the time and get away. But specifically to this, you think about the Unabomber case took 17 years, Whitey Bulger 16 years, the Centennial Olympic Park bombing took 7 years. How likely is it that the people who did this slip off into the night and regroup and are able to do it again in 6 months or a year?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. You would think, though, since 9/11, we've hardened our utilities facilities across America, that the cameras would be operating properly, and that these types of attacks would capture any particular movement by bad guys looking to harm us.
You'd think we spent enough money doing it, but we spent an awful lot of money doing it, created the Department of Homeland Security. Do we admit that a free country as large as ours is one that is impossible to protect everything from?
Well, that's why we need the American people as well to get involved and engaged and get, as I say, switched on. And if you see something, say something to law enforcement officers at the local, state, or federal level, because technology can only help so far. And I think we're relying a lot on technology these days, but we can't replace the human factor. So the American people need to say, hey, I see something.
I was on the radio earlier talking about this. You think about right now, Duke Energy is offering a $50,000 reward. You think about it, they make it a $500,000 or $1 million reward. Sometimes, sometimes your friends don't seem to be your friends anymore, even if you are a terrorist. Hey, Eric, we appreciate the time. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to subscribe. Click the red button to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.